Your soul is waiting for you to make the connection. Your soul yearns for connectivity. But how do we make the connection? The first thing we need to think about is how the soul is experiencing the human emotion on a deeper level than just physicality. When you sleep and you're dreaming, your soul is what's experiencing the dream. But if we have blockages in our intuition and subconscious mind, we might not be able to remember the dream. We might not be able to remember the revelation. But the more we clear up our subconscious mind, our intuition, and our soul form, that we can get what we need to make the connection on a soul level. Stop scrolling on your phone. Stop running to things for escapism and face yourself on a deeper soul level. Now, how do we do this? First, start with your subconscious mind. Set small tasks for yourself. Accomplish those tasks, imprinting on your subconscious mind that you can trust yourself. The more you trust yourself, the more you strengthen your intuition. The more you strengthen your intuition, the more you get stronger in the soul form. The more revelation and messages and signs and symbols that God can show you that you will be able to see. Because your intuition is how God telephones you. You meditate and pray, that's how you telephone God. The intuition is how God telephones you back. We know this by reading The Power of the Subconscious Mind with Joseph Murphy. Your soul yearns for connectivity because you are yearning to connect to the Creator, because the Creator is within you, and you can do all things through God that strengthens you. But you first must strengthen the part of you that is closest to God. The mind, the spirit. The mind and spirit are one. The subconscious mind, your intuition, and your soul form is how you understand more of how the mind and spirit are one. Because when we talk about the mind, we're not talking about the brain. The brain is in your head. The mind is more of the energy around your brain. We can't locate the mind, yet we know it's there. We can't locate the Creator, yet we know it's there. Find that part of you that flows, that flow state of creation, that flow state of building relationships. This is when you're the closest to God, because you're trusting your subconscious mind to lead the way to make the connection. First, you must trust the most greatest part of you. That part of you is connected to the Creator. The connectivity, and your soul yearns to make the connection. Understanding yourself on deeper levels. One way I do this is I set big goals for myself. By setting big goals for myself, I'm in a big future. Because once you're living in your goals, you become a time traveler and you're living in your future. You're predicting and knowing and establishing your future. I set the goal. I challenge myself to find new things about myself, to know myself on a deeper soul level, because my soul is what form I'm going to be in when I'm going towards my goals, when I'm traveling, when I'm being shown the revelations, the answers to the questions that I'm asking the Creator to get there. That's the form I want to be in. I want to be more energy than particle. We understand that when we change the way we look at things, the things we look at change. That's the power of the mind. Would that not be connected to the Creator? We don't know what the mind is. Do we know what the Creator is? We can't locate it, yet we know it's there. There is no spiritual ascension without emotional ascension, and that is because the times when you need to be the closest to God, we can't be thinking about or dwelling on where we went wrong. We can't be thinking about the argument that we had with our girlfriend. We can't be thinking about the problems that we went through as a child. We can't be dwelling and stuck in the traumas of the past. In order to make the connection, we have to understand ourselves with clarity. To find clairvoyance, we have to find clarity on a fundamental personal development, spiritual growth level to alchemize and transmutate through mind purification to get closer to what your soul is yearning to connect to. Connecting back to what is the most powerful thing in your life will change your life. The intuition, subconscious mind, and the soul, they work together. Joseph Murphy said, power of prayer is how we telephone God, and the intuition is how he telephones us back. Clearing the blockages so we can get the clear voice messages, text messages, and phone calls from the Creator so we can understand how to connect more deeply with ourselves and learn things about ourselves that we never knew. The self-discovery journey is no different than the revelations that the prophets were getting within the Bible. It's just a new era in time. Right now, we're talking on devices and seeing ourselves through devices. Back then, portals were opening up. Voices were being heard, and people were having panic attacks from these extraterrestrial experiences. Now, there's so much static throughout the EMF, it's harder to get these experiences. It's not the same Earth. It's not as much oxygen as it used to be on the Earth. There's a lot of different elemental changes that's went down biochemically. 100 years ago, we wasn't even eating half the food that we're eating now. However, there's still a way to connect to the unseen by way of how close and how much you want to challenge yourself to do so. Your soul yearns for connection. Allow it to connect. Let go of the scrolling on the phone. Let go of escapism. Let's challenge ourselves to get closer to the Creator than we've ever been before. And ultimately, you'll look around and find this is the closest that you ever been to yourself. This is the true spirituality. This is the true spiritual ascension, the true spiritual way of finding your true spiritual gifts through meditation, elevation, to knowing yourself. More importantly, trusting yourself. Trusting yourself without worry. All these things are distractions to keep you from your power. The supernaturalism that is within you. As we all know, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Peace and wellness to the family.